Let's reintroduce our panel. Steve Hayes, senior writer for the Weekly Standard. Karen Tumulty, national political correspondent for the Washington Post. David Drucker, reporter for Roll Call, and syndicated columnist Charles Krauthammer. Karen, let's just paint the picture for people sitting at home. What exactly is going on in the Senate, and what will happen?
Well, the first thing they're going to do is take out a shovel and bury the Boehner bill that just passed the House, and then at some point over the weekend, I believe it's going to be in the wee hours on Sunday, they are going to attempt Harry Reid's version of this debt ceiling lifting bill, and then we're going to be right back where we were this morning, which is another round of negotiations. And
David, the key difference between Boehner and Reid is time. The debt ceiling is increased for a short period in Boehner, and then a trigger sets in and another vote has to happen in order to get more cuts for the debt ceiling to be increased again. Reid carries the debt ceiling increase through the election. It also has cuts that Republicans have attacked as not being real cuts.
That's correct. With Senator Reid's bill, you get past the 2012 elections, which is a major demand of President Obama. Reid's bill also has about $1 trillion in spending cuts based on Iraq and Afghanistan wars winding down. And Republicans don't like this because you don't know that you're not going to have another foreign policy excursion. You don't know you can wind down these.
Paid at surge levels. Surge level payment.
Right, but the point with Republicans is they want to shrink the size of government. So when you talk about an extra cost for a war, whether you like their opinion or not, this is why this is such a huge sticking point and why Reid right now doesn't have 60 votes. He's got 53. Well, actually, he's got only 52 because Senator Manchin said he is a no on the Reid bill.
Senator Manchin, the Democrat from West Virginia, who's a very conservative Democrat.
And he's also a no on the Boehner bill, as it happens. But because of that, he's going to have to find enough Republicans to get 60 votes. And they're not there right now, and they're not going to be there, I don't think, until you get into a real negotiation on a compromise between Boehner and Reid.
And Charles, do you think Senator Reid acknowledges that he doesn't have the 60 and that they are in big-time, behind-closed-doors negotiations to find something that gets through?
Yes, he may not acknowledge it in public, but in private, of course. He needs eight Republicans to hit 60 because he's lost one. And that means the big winner today of this vote in the House is Mitch McConnell. Because if he's going to get the 8 votes, he might pick up a Brown here or a Murkowski there, perhaps even the Maine senators. If he's going to hit 60, he's got to get a McConnell approval. So McConnell's the one who will now drive this. And he will do it in consultation with Boehner, so that we will now have a negotiation over what could possibly pass. And I think the loser here is the president, who's marginalized. It's now in the Congress exactly where the Boehner idea was to put it, and the president is sitting on the outside tweeting.
Quickly, Steve, before we take a break and have some final thoughts.
There's one other substantive difference between the Reid and the Boehner plans, and that is that where the Reid bill actually has cuts, real cuts, those cuts are in defense. And Republicans do not like that. House Republicans, Senate Republicans do not like that. So I think that will be a sticking point in the Senate.
Final thoughts from the panel on this day. Speaker Boehner's bill passed, 218 to 210. The next step is happening now.